What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's me, your boy, the Fridge, Protector. Call me that if you want. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. First thing, I'm going to talk about Izzy getting knocked out by Nasruddin Imavov, of all people. A guy with an OV at the end of his name, knocking out Izzy, the stylebender. And then I'm going to talk about UFC 312. I'm going to go through my predictions for the prelims and the main card. The reason I'm doing it that way is because the main card is like a prelim card as far as quality of fights, minus the main event. And then the prelims are like an early prelim card. And then the early prelims should probably be in Strikeforce. So without further ado, and then the last thing I'll talk about in this video right before we end is Jon Jones needing attention. So we're going to talk about what I think he's referencing in his most recent tweet. And why I think it's completely an attention grab. So if you end up liking the video, I'll leave timestamps below so you can sort of jump around to the part you like if that's something you're into. But yeah, if anything in here is anything you like, so just let me know and leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm looking to hit 1,000 subs this year to show my mom that she should be proud of me. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Peace and love. Mwah. Excuse my voice a little bit. I think I have the flu. So we're just sort of trying to work through that a little bit here today. But we got a few things to talk about. First of which, and not least of which, being what happened last weekend at UFC Fight Night, Adesanya versus Imavov. Imavov moved to, let's see, I believe he moved to second in middleweight rankings ahead of this weekend's contest between Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland. So you can see here, Nasruddin Imavov moved to number 2, up 3 spots. He's now 16-4 with 7 wins by knockout, one of which being over Izzy this last weekend on February 1st on Saturday. And so that was a big win for him. And he may well have evolved since his last fight. I think he's 28, so he's still pretty young. He's still what I would consider to be in his prime. He's beaten Cannonier, Brennan Allen, and Izzy now, and then Dolidze. And then his last loss comes in 2023, so almost 2 years ago now, as it's February 5th as I record this, to Sean Strickland. And so, Strickland, a guy who went on to be champ, and sort of lost a close decision to du Plessis in their fight. But, this was the second to last fight before he got a shot at the belt and sort of dog-walked Adesanya, who's now on a pretty serious skid. So I just want to touch on that. I think Izzy is done. He's washed. I said it on Twitter. I'll say it here. He's 24-5 now, but if you look at his recent fights, I mean, he's lost 3 straight, 4 out of his last 5, and then going back to 2022, he's lost 4 out of his last 5. So he's not, I mean, I think he's probably a better than 500 fighter at the moment. I think he's better than win 1, lose 1, but not by a lot. So that's something to watch out for. Next thing that we need to talk about is UFC 312. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do my predictions for the prelims and the main card. I'm not going to throw out predictions for the early prelims because I don't care enough. This is an Apex card excluding the main event, and that includes the co-main event. I don't think Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez is a fitting co-main on a numbered card, being 312, with then Justin Tafa and Taliesin Teixeira being the next fight down. So I'm gonna go here. Colby Thicknessy, they don't have any info on him other than the fact that he's 25. So, and I'll be honest, I don't really know these guys very well. Alexandre Topuria. Call me crazy, but yeah, he is his brother. I'm listening to a Reddit thread. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna take him. Ilya says he's just as good. Why not? Why not trust it? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna take Alexandre Topuria. I want to say Pantoja every time. I'm gonna take Topuria by knockout. If he fights anything like his brother, if his boxing's nearly as crisp, I think he'll give this Colby guy from Australia a pretty hard time. So next fight, Wang Kong versus Bruno Brazil from Brazil. I don't know if I should be enunciating those differently enough that you recognize it, but I'm going to go with Wang Kong. She's a huge favorite, obviously. And yeah, I don't know. I don't do well when I bet against heavy favorites. So Vyacheslav Borshev versus Tom Nolan. Tom Nolan is in his last 3. He's 2-1, and let's see, he's got 5 wins by knockout, 4 first round KOs. And then I don't care about these fights. And then Borshev, he's Russian, don't forget it. He went out and he took out Yontop in his last fight. Somebody who I think I had picked him to win in this fight. He did lose to Chase Hooper by submission, but like, who doesn't? You know what I mean? He's been pretty up and down in his career. He's 8-4-1. So take it for what you will. I'm gonna take Borshev with this one. I think it'll be a decision. Probably. I don't see a knockout happening here. Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. I'm gonna take Jack Jenkins, actually. And the reason I'm going to take Jack Jenkins is because I went to school with a guy named Jack Jenkins in high school, and he was actually a pro athlete as well. He was a pro, technically he was youth, but he rode mountain bikes. And this Jack Jenkins is 3-1 in his last 4, including against this guy who with a funny face. Look at him. Look at that face. He's like Timu Overeem. His last fight, yeah, I don't think he's fought since then, so that was only in August of last year. So, anyhow, yeah, I'm going to take Jack Jenkins by KO. I just think it's going to happen. I just have the faith. All right, let's get into the real stuff, and by the real stuff, I mean what should be the prelims. Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. I think Jake Matthews is going to win this. There's a lot of Australians on this card, obviously. It's in Sydney, so, you know, I'm going to pick him because he's Australian, and I think he'll be all fired up and sort of in a different sort of mindset. Get that gritty go-get-itiveness going out there against, you know, an opponent not from his homeland, in his homeland. He's 27-0. 27-0. 6 wins by knockout, 7 by submission, 3 first-round finishes. I just think he's got what it takes to get it done. It's not like he's not a huge favorite or anything, but he's got the reach advantage. He is a little bit light as far as what he walks around at. I think this is their walk-around weight, obviously, because they're fighting at 170, or their fight night weight, maybe, what they fought last at. But yeah, so I'm going to take Jake Matthews. Jimmy Crute versus Rodolfo Bellato. I'm going to take Rodolfo here. And, you know, I don't think Jimmy Crute's going to have the same sort of hometown fired up situation as Rodolfo is going to. He's got the reach advantage, leg reach, heavier, taller. He's Brazilian, but look at the difference in significant strikes landed per minute. This guy's just got the volume is actually crazy. He also gets hit more. So I mean, we'll see. I think it's a clash of styles almost. Jimmy Crute's going to go for the takedowns, but this guy's Brazilian and has never been taken down. So I think this will be a good matchup. I don't think Crute's going to be able to take him down very easily. And I think he'll just kind of piece him up on the feet. I don't think it'll be incredibly entertaining, but it'll be something. Justin Taffa versus Talishin Teixeira. I want to see the odds on this fight because Teixeira he's 1-0, but I think that's just in the UFC, right? 7-0. So he's on a 7-fight win streak. He's 6'7" with an 83-inch reach. 7-0, obviously. He was born in 99. He's only 25 years old. 259. So he's not like a fat heavyweight. His disclosed earnings are obviously none. 6 wins by KO, 1 by sub. And that was in the first round. And he has 6 TKOs in the first round. This bout was canceled. This one was canceled. But other than that, everybody he's knocked out in the first round. Obviously, I mean, these are, not the premier fight leagues of the world. But, Arthur Lopez, 6-2-0, and he knocked him out in the first round on the Contender Series. So I think we'll see, but the biggest thing that I'm hanging on to is the fact that if a Taffa brother doesn't get it done in the first round, first of all, he's 282, and he's not a grappler, so that doesn't benefit him whatsoever. They don't go for takedowns. Neither of these guys do. This guy is just dirt nasty on the feet. They don't actually have completely accurate stats for him, but and the odds don't show up. But I have a feeling that he might be a pretty heavy favorite. I don't care about the ad. Come on now. Yeah. I just want to see the fight. I want to see if they have the odds. Yeah, they don't. I don't think. Yeah. -155, slight favorite. I would actually take him to be a pretty big favorite in this fight. I think Badman Taffa is going to gas himself out pretty quickly, trying to swing at a guy who's 7 inches taller, with a pretty significant reach disadvantage, and so having a significant reach disadvantage, I should say. So, with that said, let's move on to Zhang Weili and Tatiana Suarez. Alright everybody, it's that time of the video. I'm once again asking for your electronic support. If you guys could just leave a like for me if you like what you've seen so far. Drop a sub, leave a comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. I won't take you too long, but and I'll let you get back to the video now. Alright, peace and love. Bye. Alright, so Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez. We have one of those situations where the incumbent, so to speak, I'm on my political BS from the election a few weeks back still. The inauguration, the election was quite a long time ago. In the United States, that is. Anyway, we're not going to go into it. Zhang Weili is not the favorite coming in as a champion. It's close. Plus 102 is pretty good odds for an underdog. I'm surprised they're both not like -110, just so they can hedge their bets. The sports books, that is. It doesn't help you any, but 25-3. What's her? I don't know who she's fought lately. It's been a long time since I've cared, and by a long time I mean I literally never have. Her last loss is to Rose Namajunas in 2021, and then which actually doesn't look great looking back, because she lost twice to her in 2021, once by knockout, once by split decision. But if you look at Rose's record, she just lost to Erin Blanchfield. She did beat Tracy Cortez, which makes me sad, obviously. If you know, you know. But yeah, no, I think Zhang Weili, I think she'll win, actually. I think she'll retain. I don't think the title's going to change hands. I don't know why I think that, but her last fight was on UFC 300, unanimous decision. I mean, her competition hasn't been stiff, and she hasn't fought a lot. Since 2021, so excluding the year 2021, She has 4 fights in the last calendar. I mean, if you count 2025, that's 4 years. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4 years. So I have a hard time picking her, just based on inactivity, but especially with Tatiana Suarez being the favorite. And let's look at her record quickly. Not a record, but a recent record. She's got the same problem. So I don't know why she's such a big favorite. She beat Jessica Andrade, and Montana De La Rosa, Carla Esparza, Alexa Grasso. I mean, yeah, her record, if you look right, is good. She's got a decent reputation as far as who she's beat, but she's 11-0. I mean, she's not like this crazy, ridiculous fighter. So she doesn't have an insane record. I think if you look at the stats, they're not that far off. If you look at the measurements, I mean, yeah, she's got a reach advantage, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tatiana Suarez has never been taken down. I think that if Zhang Weili just gets put on her back the whole fight, then I guess that's the chance you take, right? But I don't know. I think Zhang Weili is going to win. I can see her pulling it out. I wouldn't be shocked if it was just a kind of a boring decision where, like, she runs around the whole time trying not to get taken down, and she just gasses out because she hasn't fought and Suarez just can't get it done because she hasn't fought in a long time. She gasses out. So now we got the main event, which is a good main event. I think it'll be a boring fight. I won't lie to you. I mean, if you like watching jabs, and I mean, Dricus is fun to watch. I'm rooting for Dricus. I won't lie. I rooted for Sean Strickland in the last fight. So if all things check out, then that means, that Dricus will lose because I'm rooting for him. I rooted for Izzy when Strickland beat him. I rooted for Strickland when Dricus beat him, but I did root for Dricus when he fought Izzy, and he made him tap like a bitch. So, yeah, I mean, Dricus is 22-0. We know Dricus, right? We know his style. We know he runs around, sort of jumps in, does crazy stuff. I actually watched Strickland versus Imavov after Izzy and Imavov fought. And Imavov kind of did a lot of the Dricus stuff, right? He did the running in and trying to do the crazy pocket work. Not even that Dricus has clean pocket boxing or anything like that, but Strickland's good. He's talented, and he's also dangerous because he's unassuming. Like he put Izzy down, and I mean, I guess we're starting to figure out it's not that hard to do. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna sleep on him because I think Dricus is probably gonna take care of him. I wouldn't be shocked if Dricus subs him. Actually, I know that Sean's, he's 29-6. For the most part, his fights stay on the feet, excluding a few takedowns in the Dricus fight. He's beat a lot of OVs. He beat Uriah Hall. Like, I give a fuck. Jack Herman's, like, these are names, but he lost to Cannonier in 2022. He got slapped by Pereira. He lost to Dricus once already in a pretty boring decision. So yeah, I'm gonna take Dricus, and I'm gonna take him by decision. But don't be shocked if he wins by a sub or knockout. Honestly, either one. So next thing that we have to talk about before I get out of here is we got to talk about Jon Jones really quick. So the thing with Jon Jones is he lies, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows that he's lying. When he says in 24 hours he'll be making a huge announcement, he's either retiring, right? That's one option. He's retiring. Or he's promoting, like this guy said, a crypto scam, which isn't exactly what this guy's saying. There's a crypto ad underneath. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. No, I don't think he was hacked. New York Knicks. Everything's very funny, right? I get it. Mario Batista. None of these are happening. He's not fighting Pereira. He's not fighting Gane. He's not fighting Volkov, and he's not fighting Ngannou. I don't think it's a fight. I don't think it's Brock Lesnar either. No. I don't think it's a fight, guys. I think he's messing with us. And I think it's going to be a huge disappointment for everybody. I don't foresee him not just clowning us all and being like, I made you think I was like, he got 1 million views since 3 p.m. It's 5:21. So at 3 o'clock tomorrow on February 6th, maybe I'll have to update you guys then if it's big news. I don't know. I don't see it happening. I wouldn't get your hopes up. That's the end of the video. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, do all that good stuff. See if you can't get me to 1,000 subs. I want to get to 1,000 subs by mid-year, June 30th to be exact, the end of the property tax year where I live. So with that said, do all that stuff down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think Jon Jones is doing. I don't buy it. I don't think it's happening. I don't think he's fighting Aspinall. I think he's too afraid. So, with that said, have a good night. Love you all. Peace. Bye.